Hi everybody, Andy here with eTrailer.com. Let's take a look together at this Provider 215 75R17.5 Load Range H radial tire with this 17.5-inch white steel dual wheel. Now this tire has sturdy sidewall so that it can handle heavy loads, and this assembly is created specifically for trailers and it's not intended for use on other vehicles. As you know, radial ply tires are designed for trailers that are towed on the highway. And this radial tire is constructed with double steel belts and double polyester cords for a long life. This tire does have nylon tread firming belt overlays to help prevent tread separation. The tread depth bars, and you see some here, and you'll see them every so often as you're going down the tire. Those tread depth bars are going to give you a quick visual indicator of tread wear, and the tread is actually going to be re-groovable for additional mileage. Now, federal and state laws may apply, and then this tire has been bake tested to ensure that the rubber holds up over time. Now, as I mentioned at the beginning of our time together, and as we have stamped here on our tire, this is a 215 75 R17.5, and the section width is 8.31 inches, and the outer diameter when fully inflated is 30.2 inches. This is a load range H, meaning it has a 16-ply rating, and the maximum load single is 4,805 pounds at 123 psi. And then the maximum load dual is 4,540 pounds, again at 123 psi. This tire has a speed rating of M, indicating a maximum speed of 81 miles per hour. And this heavy-duty white steel wheel with 4 handholds, and you can see those handholds better when I turn this around. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, those handholds. This wheel is designed to be used in dual wheel setups, and this wheel does have a high offset, so it allows for the wheel to be used as either an inner wheel in this orientation or an outer wheel in this orientation on a dual wheel setup. The offset is either a positive or negative 5.59 inches. And this steel wheel is corrosion resistant. It actually went through a 3-step finishing process, including a zinc phosphate bath, an E-coat primer, and then a white powder coat on both sides of the wheel, inner and outer. And the center disc is spun formed from fine grained steel and then welded into place for strength and durability. Now, as you probably know, this is a hub-piloted wheel, which means it will center on the hub of your axle, not on the lugs. And the pilot hole diameter is 8.7 inches, and this does require the use of flange nuts for installation. We do sell those separately on our website. This does use a wheel lug size of 5/8 of an inch by 18 flange nut. You probably already saw, but this does include a brass metal valve stem that's already installed here. And the dimensions of our wheel, looking at the diameter, measuring bead seat to bead seat, where the tire actually meets the wheel, we're sitting at 17.5 inches in diameter. And then the width of our wheel is going to be 6 3/4 inches. Again, that's going to be measuring bead seat to bead seat. The capacity of our wheel is 6,200 pounds. This has a bolt pattern of 8 on 275 millimeter. And in case you don't know, the first number in the bolt pattern is the number of bolt holes, and the second number is the diameter in millimeters of the circle on which the bolt holes sit. So to determine the bolt circle diameter on wheels with an even number of bolt holes as we have here, you're simply going to measure from the center of one bolt hole to the center of the bolt hole directly across from it. This assembly does meet the Department of Transportation specifications. And I think that's going to wrap up our brief look today. I do hope that it was helpful for you. Again, my name is Andy. Thank you for joining me.